David Roy here in the broadcast booth as we get you set up, get you ready to go for the start of this one. Austin High comes in tonight 1-0 in district play, set to square off against Del Valle and looking to break out a set of brooms as we get you lined up and started here tonight. Maroons come into this winning 3-0. Earlier on Tuesday, did so on the back of some really nice base running, some really well done play in the form of what Charlie Dice was able to offer. Got it all started with a base hit single to drive in Luke Whalen, who's been swinging a pretty hot bat of late. And then it helps out that Carter Hayden is able to get the start on the mound. He records a win. Martinez comes in, closes it out, records a save. Let's step aside here for the national anthem, and then we'll get you started.
Thanks for coming. Let's play some ball, boys.
I'll get you started. Maroons looking to break out a set of brooms here tonight. Game 2 of this 2-game series here between Austin High and Del Valle, where the Maroons jumped out pretty quick earlier on Tuesday. Start out with a 1-0 hot start, and then they were able to close ground, extend their lead. Sets the stage here tonight for Austin High to sweep Del Valle. They split the series last season, look to right that wrong this season. Bradley Rodriguez will get the start off the mound, and with that, we'll get you set your Maroon defensive lineups here for the first time here tonight. As I mentioned, Rodriguez gets a start off the mound here for Austin High. Contreras will be his battery mate from behind the plate. And then we'll go around the infield here. Jimmy Bramble will get the start at first. Ames Alejandro will get the start at second. Patrick Bird playing at shortstop. Zach Huff staying in at third. Charlie Dice out in left field. Jason Martinez out in straightaway center. And then over at right field, Luke Whalen. So not a lot of changes other than who's the man on the mound from earlier this week. With that, we'll give you the Del Valle lineups here as we get you set to see them come up. Adam Bondo will get the start at the plate, followed by Jordan Garcia. Andrew Rodriguez rounds out the top third. Aiden Atal, Zach Rodriguez, Jacob Garcia, Jorge Alvarado Flores, Ronald Martinez, who's expected to start on the mound, and then Jeffrey Garcia, and then Javier Hernandez, the DH, will be filling in as well. So that sets the stage. For your Maroons, Rodriguez comes in, fires strike one pretty quickly, trying to get out to a quick start. Bond fouls off the 0-1, offering 0-2. Rodriguez had something of a tough go against Hutto in the Cedar Park or the Leander tournament last week. Comes back bouncing out. Of course, not sure who wouldn't have struggled the way that Hutto started that game as part of that tournament last week. It was pretty much a far cry from much of what Austin High had seen. They come out bunting to start, and then a lot of speed got them on the base pass. Bondo with a base hit up the middle, and that'll put one on here for the Cardinals.
Valle, the right fielder, number 13, Jordan Garcia.
Brings Garcia up to the plate. I'll lay the bunt down here. Bramble fields it, makes the easy tag. Does sit one down. I think if he had gone maybe a little bit quicker instead of kind of waiting, they might have been able to turn two. Instead, puts one in scoring position, does have one away, brings Rodriguez to the plate. And Bradley Rodriguez will fit this one in. So got a few Rodriguez at work here this evening. On a beautiful evening for baseball here. 0-2 count. Wind is not nearly a factor as what it was on Tuesday night. That wind pushed everything back in, kept the play short, made you have to work a little bit harder in the base paths, had to be smarter. Wasn't going to be quite as easy as the gimmies. And of course, as that night wore on, Dice and the Maroons were able to find a way to cut through the gusting wind of the storm systems that were blowing in. And Rodriguez finds himself already out to an 0-2 count. With one away, he does have the one in scoring position. And puts this one just a bit too far inside. This one driven over to Bird. Bird blocks it, pops it against his chest. Throw over to first, and they'll say the throw pulled Bramble off the bag. So that'll put two on. Does hold the lead runner at second, though.
Up next to Valley, first base number 10, Aiden Natal.
This pitch. So Natal takes a 1-0, then turns, lifts this out into center field, and Martinez had an impressive play with his arm at the plate earlier this week on Tuesday. Shows off the cannon there again. But now Bradley Rodriguez finds himself in something of a jam. Only one out, bases loaded here in the top of the first. Rodriguez sets. Gonna wind up, fires, and pass ball. It gets by Contreras, and he will not be able to flip this in time. And so Del Valle will score 1, advances 2. Puts 2 back in scoring position as the Cardinals take an early 1-0 lead. This one driven over Alejandro. Quick flip to Bramble. Bramble dropped it. So it does record out number 2, but as he was reloading to fire back to Contreras, the run will score.
Catcher number 11, Valle.
So Jorge Alejandro Flores steps up. Rodriguez fits this in for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch, this win. A little gust there. Contreras gets on top of that one. So 1-1 count. Pitch on the way from Rodriguez. After missing inside, tries to come back outside and can't quite get them to bite. 2-1. Rodriguez misses low this time and inside. Good block by Contreras, but sets up a 3-1. It's a nice pitch from Rodriguez to come back with, just below the zone.
Coming from Del Valle, the pitcher, number 8, Ronald Martinez.
Brings up Ronel Martinez. With runners at the corners, and it yields an early meeting here at the mound. With Contreras and Rodriguez trying to get on the same page. Already early, seemingly out of sync. They've scored Austin High. Pitch comes in, 1-0 count here from Rodriguez. He'll follow that up with a nice strike. Comes back, attacks the outside corner. Just catches that edge of the zone and fits that in for the 1-1. This one gets chopped right back to Bird. Turns, flips it over to Bramble at first, and that'll retire the side. So the Maroons give up a pair here in the early frame. We'll see how they answer when we turn to the bottom half of the inning here on the Vibe Live Network.
At Horizon Bank, we're from here. With over 100 years of experience serving Central Texas customers and headquartered right here in downtown Austin, we're proud to support our community and the athletes who keep it strong. Stop by any of our Austin and Central Texas locations and see how we can help you meet your goals. We'd love to meet you. Or you can visit us on the web at horizonbank.com.
Hi, I'm Jenny Covert. Welcome to Covert Chevrolet in beautiful Bastrop, Texas, where small town values drive big time savings. At Covert Bastrop, we understand what matters to you most. A good deal, great service, and dealing with people you trust. What matters to you matters to us. Rooted in family values since 1909, the Coverts have been serving Central Texas for 6 generations. We want to be your car dealer. Let us prove it. Covert Chevrolet, Highway 71 in Bastrop. Together, let's drive. CovertBastrop.com.
Well, I was muted for that last half inning somehow. A lot of bells and whistles. I forgot to hit the button. That's my fault, so I apologize. Well, we'll get you the numbers here on how things have fared so far for Austin High. And it has not been quite what you would hope if you're the Maroon faithful. Right now, through an inning, Del Valle leading 2-0, 2 runs scored on 2 hits and 2 Austin errors in the top half of that inning. Maroons come into the bottom half. They get a hit, but it leaves Martinez stranded. He gets all the way around to third on a couple of sacrificial plays. Not much more than that. Pitch on the way. This one from from Bradley Rodriguez. Just missed the 1-0. And Bermejo fouls this one off. So 1-1 count. And Bermejo chops over the top of this one, just misses. Two count now for Bradley Rodriguez. And Rodriguez will sit Bermejo down on a strike 3. That's 1 away.
Up next for Del Valle, the DH, number 23, Javier
Rodriguez pushing towards 30 pitches already here. Javier Hernandez steps in as the DH. He falls behind 0-1 early. Rodriguez fits this in for a nice strike 2. Beautiful pitch. Started outside of the plate and just breaks back in. And a beach ball or a soccer ball, looked more like a beach ball, found its way out into right field. So he had a stoppage of play. Whalen had to toss it out of here. Rodriguez comes back. I think that one he was trying to have a repeat of his strike 2, and it just never quite broke back in. Stayed outside, 1-2. That one much the same. Just doesn't quite break enough. So ball 2. After getting ahead 0-2 in the count. Sitting him down swinging. This one gets fouled away. Into this chicken wire cage. And now something had found its way Bird. So Coach A comes over and retrieves the bird and sets it outside of Burger Field. Pitch on the way, and Hernandez swings over the top. That's a nice strike three from Bradley Rodriguez. And that'll bring Bonda back up to the plate for his second go-around. Got on with a base hit his first time up. They will foul this one off. Wasn't sure if it was going to sit or just kept carrying and ultimately just kept on drifting. So the 0-1. Rodriguez. Breaking ball, and it just crosses over, just too far outside. 1-1 count. It just broke. It started middle of the plate and just kind of drifts over too far. And then Bonda with another base hit. This one lifts up and over the head of Ames Alejandro.
Up next, Valle, right fielder, number 13, Jordan Garcia. 15.
And that's how Jordan Garcia will come to the plate. Del Valle down with 2 outs, but has a runner on.
Jacob Garcia.
And this one chopped right back. Rodriguez able to snag it, time it off the bounce. Good job by Rodriguez to keep his eye on it. Fields it and makes a throw over to first to retire the side. A frame and a half in, Maroons trail by 2, but Martiak and company are coming back to the plate. They'll look to change those fortunes when we return. You're watching the Vibe Live Network, your home for Maroon baseball.
Nance Orthodontics is committed to providing the highest quality orthodontics for the Austin community. Dr. Nance is a board-certified orthodontist and offers Invisalign and braces to create beautiful smiles. Our friendly team is passionate about creating beautiful, life-changing smiles for all ages with the latest technological advances. Patient comfort and happiness are our highest priority. Give us a call for your complimentary consultation today.
Almost every day, banking touches some aspect of your life, from growing your business, saving for retirement, or planning for future generations of your family. That's why it's so important to pick the right financial partner. The good folks at Plains Capital Bank have deep roots in Austin, serving Central Texas owned and operated businesses for over 20 years, from commercial real estate to managing your wealth. You can find them at plainscapital.com or call them at 457-7500. And when you talk to them, be sure to tell you that my friend Paul said hello, member FDIC.
Well, welcome you back in. Bodie Martiak stepping up here. Martiak is a DH. Takes here, gets him out in front, 1-0 on the count. The 1-1, Martiak cuts over the top. Puts him down 1-2 in the count. Whalen on deck. And Martiak Gets got with that one, swings, can't catch up, sits him down on strikes. Brings up Luke Whalen. Him and Zach Huff have really been, I think, two of the bigger contributors into this bottom portion of the lineup, at least over the last couple of games. So one away, Whalen takes this to the outside edge. Gets a called strike. The 0-1 swung on, missed. 4 strike 2. So an 0-2 count here for Luke Whalen. This one down in the dirt and away. And Whalen pops this one. That'll sit down at the base hit for Luke Whalen. That's how Osby Contreras will come up. And a pretty good bat going for him last year. A little bit of a slower start for him this season. Nice take there to get him ahead. Whalen getting a nice lead over there at first. 1-0 count. This pitch inside. Whalen on the move. The throw is behind. Rolls under the outfield, and Luke Whalen will take advantage and slide on down into third. Luke Whalen. Gets away with one. The air gives up another, and all of a sudden Luke Whalen 90 feet away from giving the Maroons a run scored. And Contreras already up to a 2-0 count, so favorable position for Austin High, especially after this one at 3-0. I'll expect Contreras to sit back on his heels on the 3-0 pitch, unless it's something he just absolutely loves. He doesn't bite. Didn't love it. Fits in there for strike one anyway, 3-1. And Contreras with a base hit, and the Maroons are on the board. Luke Whalen will record a run scored here.
First right for the Maroons, number 23, Landon Shipper.
And so Landon Shipper will come in. He'll courtesy run for Osby Contreras so that he can get his equipment and everything on. One count here for Alejandro. Pitch on the way. That's Contreras on the move. Slides on in, and Osby Contreras safe in at second. Alejandro, though, down in the count 0-2. Sorry, Shipper diving in on behalf of Osby Contreras. Pitch on the way. Alejandro drives this back over to short. This is a nice effort by Shipper to try and force your shortstop to try and think about whether or not to try and make that play at second. Like, Shipper just really flirted with second base there a little bit. Kind of flirting with the idea of interference, not quite getting into the throwing lane, but trying to clog it just enough for Alejandro to get in, and Zach Huff was driven in a couple times. Fouls it off 0-1. And Zach Huff with a base hit, and then the right fielder cannot scoop it. Landon Shipper is in at first. In at the plate, and Shipper scores 2, and the Maroons tied up. Huff gets to first. Martinez now.
Up next for Maroons, center fielder number 10, Jason Martinez.
So Landon Shipper, thanks to Zach Huff. Talk about swinging a hot bat. Zach Huff has looked great. Doing a lot of heavy lifting in the bottom of the lineup. Huff. Really good. Dives back to the bag. Here's Martinez. Cuts, waves at this one. And Martinez pops this over to short. Cannot beat the throw to first. Coming out of the bottom of the second in the big spot. Can't ask for much more. They score 2 to tie things up. And we're back to an even ball game, turning things over to the top of the third here on the Vibe Live Network.
Maroon Baseball is supported by Austin's oldest independently run pharmacy, Terrytown Pharmacy. Founded in 1941, Terrytown Pharmacy has been family-owned and operated since 1950, and the Newberry family is loyal forever. Visit Terrytown for great customer service, incredible gifts, and necessities. If you haven't transferred your prescriptions yet, give them a call. Thank you, Terrytown Pharmacy, for your consistent annual support of Maroon Athletics. Terrytown Pharmacy, online at terrytownpharmacy.com.
Welcome back here on the Vibe Live Network. David Roy here in the broadcast booth. Maroons after giving up a big top of the first inning, they answer bottom of the second with 2 runs of their own to tie it up. Whalen gets on a base hit. And then an error helps him get all the way down to third. And then ultimately come around with a little bit of help in behind. So top of the third. And Rodriguez pops this up. Contreras trying to get underneath it. It ends up on top of the roof of the stands here. So an 0-1 count. It's Rodriguez versus Rodriguez here. Bradley Rodriguez closing in. This will be pitch number 40 for him on the evening. And it is way inside. Follows it up with a pretty strike two. And this one chopped back over to Bradley Rodriguez. Fields it nice and easy. Able to take his time. He could have walked over and picked that up and still been in time. So 1-0 count brings up Aiden Natal. And Rodriguez comes back, fits one in, strike one. Rocky start, top of the first for Rodriguez. Time called here. So Rodriguez steps off it. You know, Rocky stopped, started the first, but Bradley Rodriguez slowly but surely settling into this one. And it's a nice pitch. Gets Natal to wave at that one. 0-2 now the count. And this one lifted. Whalen with a diving effort. And Luke Whalen able to snag it for the out. What a fantastic individual effort. It's low, and normally you would think, normally you see outfielders kind of pull up on that one, wanting to play it off the bounce. Whalen slides down and extends the glove. Although they're having a discussion about it as to whether or not Whalen did snag it.
Next to the Valle, the shortstop, number 3, Zach Rodriguez.
And they'll say that it hit. That Whalen couldn't pull it in. So it's only the one out. Puts a runner at first. 0-1, Rodriguez throw back over. That throw from Rodriguez was low back to Bramble. And he's seen it in some instances. Teams would use that. Your first baseman could sell it. Like it gone through, try and force the runner to get him out. Not quite in that kind of chess match situation, but a 1-1 count here. Bradley Rodriguez missed this low. Just below the zone, 2-1 count. Came in below Rodriguez's knees. That one's low as well. Outside two, 3-1 count. Pitch on the way. This one chopped. Back over to Bird. Flips it to Alejandro. Throw to first. Not quite in time. Bird bobbled with it a little bit, but does cut off the lead runner. Holds one at first with 2 away. So Flores steps up here. 2 outs. Rodriguez will step off. This Pitch chopped. Alejandro can't secure it on the move. I think Alejandro called Bramble off it. Alejandro couldn't scoop it up. And Coach A calls time. And he will go out and talk with his guys. Strong start to the inning for Bradley Rodriguez, and all of a sudden finds himself with 2 outs, but 2 on.
Next for Del Valle, the pitcher, number 8, Ronald Martinez.
So I'll bring Martinez back up to the plate here for Del Valle. Bradley Rodriguez missed for the 1-0. Pitch on the way here from Rodriguez. This chopped right back to him. And Bradley Rodriguez, got a little spidey sense to him. It gets popped right back to him, and Rodriguez just overturns a hand, flashes the glove. And the Maroons get out of the inning. Cardinals leave a pair stranded. We're still tied here from Burger Field, with the Maroons looking to change it when we come back.
Huh. Guess I'll call Radiant.
Hey, come back here. I got this.
I just didn't feel appreciated. I was leaking for days and they never helped.
Here, this will help.
Your toilet shouldn't run. But if it does, call Radiant.
Welcome back in. Got a little bit of the cranberries going here. Although I think it's a cover. Well, speaking of cover, right now both teams covering the bags pretty well. And there's been a few base hits, giving up 9 total between the two. 4 runs scored, so.
Leading off the third inning for the Maroons. Playing left field, number 4, Charles Dice.
However you want to maybe view covering the bags in that context. But Charlie Dice comes up to get you started here, bottom of the third. Still tied, 2 apiece. And this goes too far outside for ball 1. It's away from Alvarado Flores. Lucky for him, nobody on a bag. The 1-0 pitch gets fouled off here by Dice. Up and over, back towards the parking lot. Just gets underneath it. This one, the 1-1. Up above the zone, so Dice in a pretty favorable spot. 2-1 count. This one's back inside high too. Right at chin level there for Dice, so 3-1. Pitch here for Martinez. That's the ball 4. Charlie Dice gets on. And that'll bring up the senior Patrick Bird.
Patrick Bird.
Thrown out is the last time up. Looking to change his fortune. This plate appearance, not a bad spot to do it in. Nobody out. Dice at first. I'll throw it back to first, and Dice gets tagged. So now 1 out. Charlie Dice didn't even have that much of a leadoff, and he got caught. This one from Bird out to left center. And center fielder will range over, snatch that one out of the air. So Jeffrey Garcia records the out. That's 2 away. Brings Bramble back to the plate. Pitch on the way, finds the outer edge. I thought that was a generous call. Fortunately, it creates you kind of expand the strike zone with it, but 1-1 count. After falling behind 0-1, Bramble staying in here. 2-1 count for him. The 2-1 pitch. Bramble pulls back the other way, and that'll go down as a base hit single for Jimmy Bramble.
Up next for the Maroons, designated hitter number 7, Bodie Martin.
So Marniak steps to the plate. One-0 count here. A throw from Alvarado Flores over to first, just to hold Bramble there. Pitch from Martinez. Martiak watched it. He thought it was a little bit too far inside. It's called strike 1, so 1-1 count. I think it should be 2-0, but that pitch downstairs, 2-1 count. Well, Martinez is really well with the way he makes those pickoff throws. Nearly got Martinez earlier, got Dice already this inning. As Martiak pops that. Good play from first to dive in front. And so we come out of the third scoreless through that inning anyways. Nobody could pick up one. First 2 innings, one team either scored 2 or another team scored 2. You know, they traded those off. This time, neither team able to score a run. And their numbers pretty much identical. Pull the numbers up here for you on the screen. Both teams, 2 runs scored on 5 hits. Both teams have a couple of errors to their name on either side. It's been that kind of night. You know, for both teams. Some plays to be made, some base running miscues, some fielding miscues. And it has all added up to a pretty good one, pretty entertaining one for you as well. Those of you who may still be making your way out here or tuning in at home, you just can't make it out here, still stuck in the office. We appreciate you tuning in, joining with us here on the Vibe Live Network, your home for Maroon baseball and Maroon football. Already looking towards football season. Getting ourselves prepped for that. Always comes around fast.
Now batting for Del Valle, third baseman number 17, Alan Bermejo.
So Bermejo will come up. And Bradley Rodriguez comes in with the 0-1 and follows that up. Breaking ball outside, 1-1 count. That one, Rodriguez able to fit in for strike 2, 1-2 count. Aikens and Del Valle trickling in. They're the second game here tonight. You can still catch it on the Vibe Live Network. This won't be on the Austin High YouTube channel, but if you go to Vibe Live, you can catch that game there between Aikens and Dripping Springs. Dripping Springs, who Austin High has a couple of dates with next week. A Monday-Tuesday setup, a little bit different from the normal Tuesday-Friday scheduling. Monday-Tuesday next week. As Bradley Rodriguez filled the count, 3-2. Bermejo pulls this one. Dice will scamper over, but it'll fit in for a base hit.
Now batting for Del Valle, the designated hitter number 23, Javier Hernandez.
That brings Hernandez to the plate. I think Austin High would like to go into that Dripping Spring series 2-0 in district. Have to close this one out here tonight to do that. A 1-0 count here. This bunt fouled off. Hernandez tilted that barrel and pitch just skips off it. And the throw from Rodriguez back to Bramble for second, for a hot second. I thought it was an acting ploy. It was not, so the throw gets through. That is the third error by the Maroons tonight. 5 total between the two teams. So I talked about, on Tuesday night, because of the weather and everything, how important, and especially kind of throughout tournament play, the important to focus, fundamental baseball, clean baseball being played, especially with the weather being the way it was, just focus on those fundamentals on Tuesday night. 2-2 count tonight. Those fundamentals just not there for either team here, it seems like, as this gets fouled away by Hernandez. Rodriguez fires, and there's strike 3 for Javier Hernandez. I'll sit one down, turn the lineup over.
Up next for Del Valle, the left fielder, number 2, Adam Banda.
So it brings up Adam Banda. He's got one on in scoring position. Runner at second. And now they call for a courtesy runner.
Pinch runner for Del Valle, number 21, Jonathan Hernandez.
So Hernandez comes in. So Rodriguez, one out, one on. And fits this in. It's a really pretty strike. One, this one chopped over to Bird. Bird fields it off the skip. Throw to first. Is in time. That's 2 away. They'll give up the run over to third.
Jacob Garcia.
Jordan Garcia. Let's go, Jordan.
Brings up Garcia. One count. Pitch on the way. Jacob Garcia cuts over this one. 0-2 count.
Battle, let's go, battle.
0-2 pitch. This one chopped over to Bird. Bird fumbled with it. Throw to first in time. And that'll keep the run from scoring. We're still tied, 2 apiece. And the Maroons looking to change that on the other side here on the Vipe Live Network. We'll be right back. Welcome back in. Well, the way this night started here at Burger Field, it looked like outs were going to be coming at a premium. The way both teams were able to pick up a couple of runs early. Since then, things have really kind of settled down. Both pitchers have really started to settle in here. Both infields, your outfields, everybody's starting to kind of settle in. Everybody's starting to gel. You got to keep in mind, too, some of your configurations throughout tournament play you always match up, so not everybody's always on the same page throughout tournament play. Sometimes when you get into this, some of it's your first time on the same page, and certainly for the Del Valle side, a lot of changes throughout their defensive lineup. You move Bonda out of the infield, out to left field, and you pull Garcia off the field. You move some stuff around in the infield. The Maroons, on the other hand, really the only change has been who's been on the mound. Rodriguez just been a little up and down for him here this afternoon, but he has settled in certainly of late here and looked especially good over these last 3 innings for him. And now the Maroons turn things over, bottom of the 4th, and Luke Whalen will took that one. Way to stand in there, Mr. Luke Whalen. Take one for the team. And puts him on a bag. The one thing, too, to keep in mind, you kind of monitor it, the difference in your pitch counts right now. Bradley Rodriguez thrown 70. Can the Maroons try and give him a reprieve? This one pass ball. That's how Luke Whalen will bound over to second, and 1-0 count here for Osby Contreras. I'll foul off the 1-0. So 1-1 count here for Contreras. Pitch on the way. Contreras reaches out across to the other batter's box. This pops over, and that'll get down as a base hit. And then still fumbling out there. One of the Garcias out there in right field. But it puts runners at the corners now here for the Maroons. That's how Ames Alejandro comes to the plate. Landon Shipper will come in. He'll courtesy run for Contreras. Zach Huff on deck. And 2 in the corners. Getting kind of late time game. I don't know if Coach A would call it, but we saw him in Stony Point, a double steal situation. Wow. Alejandro popped it right back to Martinez. The throw over to third, they're saying is in time. Whalen dove in. I thought Whalen was safe.
Yes, there we go.
That is a huge difference, too, because we're talking about the difference from only being 1 out. Catching it off the bat from Alejandro into the glove of Martinez to 2 outs, which is what it turns into.
Now back from Maroons, start bench number 13, Zach Huff.
Such an unfortunate spot. Tough for Luke Whalen, who just dives back in. It was a close call. But even tougher for the Maroons. Now you give up a runner in scoring position as a byproduct. And now Shipper standing in. Huff. Line drive over to short, and that'll retire the side. So we're still tied at 2. Going into the top of the 5th. The Maroons a little befuddled coming out of the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll see if they can sort themselves out when we come back.
At Horizon Bank, we're from here. With over 100 years of experience serving Central Texas customers and headquartered right here in downtown Austin, we're proud to support our community and the athletes who keep it strong. Stop by any of our Austin and Central Texas locations and see how we can help you meet your goals. We'd love to meet you. Or you can visit us on the web at horizonbank.com.
And welcome back. You've been sitting with us so far, and it has turned into a raucous back and forth affair. And certainly not without its moments of controversy and drama and close calls and some disputed calls. And we've got 5 total errors between the two, 12 total base hits between the two teams, and combined 4 runs. Here as we Rodriguez falls behind here on his count 2-0. This one off the dirt 3-0. Does Coach A, he's standing out there. I'm thinking he's going to give Rodriguez, I think, a chance to kind of dig himself out of it, but he certainly, Coach A seems like he's flirting with the idea out there. Does he start out? Pitch comes in, strike 1 here for Bradley Rodriguez. Still relatively early in the season. It's ball 4, and Coach A will come out here to the mound, so we'll see what this yields. Right now, just a conversation looks to be in store between Rodriguez and Contreras. Does have Henry Shooter available if he were to make a change. Also still have Martinez, who could come back in and throw. Know if Tony Dominguez out here, he can come out and throw. Bramble might be able to come in and throw a little bit. So kind of, Bramble was out there kind of, messing with the dirt on the mound, kind of scraping it and moving it aside and kind of cleaning up. And
Now back for the Cardinals.
you never know, player, everybody's kind of got their thing, right? You need it to be a certain way, you need it to feel a certain way to kind of feel confident, feel good. Sometimes it's, your right pair of socks. Sometimes it's a certain pair of cleats. We saw that, last season. And it's like Rodriguez there just kind of, it's almost like he kind of slipped coming down the mound. 1-0 count, 1 on. He's approaching 80 pitches here on the evening as Natal fouls this one off. So 1-1 count, nobody out, 1 on. And nice job by Rodriguez to make that throw. This outside. Contreras has to slide over to get in front of it for ball 2. This one down low. Rodriguez visibly frustrated. I just can't tell if he's frustrated with the condition of the mound or with his placement or the call. This one off the plate. Ball 4 and a walk, and that'll put 2 on with nobody out. You do have Mardiak who can throw 2 if his arm is feeling up to it. He started throwing last week in the Liberty Hill game, and fairly early on he pulled up feeling at his elbow. Not sure if he was dealing with some kind of soreness or what have you. Hasn't stopped him from the rest of what he does in terms of fielding or working at the play, although they have had him, Bodie Martiak, in a DH role over these Del Valle series. And time call taken here. This one popped. Dice trying to track it. He'll record the out. And that's a throw over to Huff. And that'll hold.
Now back to the Cardinals. Catcher number 11, Jorge Alvarado Flores.
The 2 on the bags. So nobody will advance. Does keep one in scoring position. Does record an out, though, for Bradley Rodriguez, who is up and over 80 pitches here on the evening. And fits this in there. It's a nice strike one to answer back with. Gets it out, get a little momentum going. It's okay. Kind of set yourself up here. Leave a couple stranded. Nothing wrong with that. As Rodriguez fires this foul over the top of the Austin High dugout for an 0-2 situation for Alvarado Flores. Pitch on the way here from Rodriguez. Outside upper part of the plate. A 1-2 count. Breaking ball. Filthy back door from Bradley Rodriguez to sit Alvarado down on strikes. And that's 2 away. Pitch on the way there, off the plate. And the 1-0. Just hangs a little too high, doesn't sit down where Rodriguez, I think, maybe was trying to get it to drop into. 2-0. And he'll step off. And the 2-0 pitch gets fouled away. And Rodriguez has this one get through. I'll sit down in left center. Martinez scoops it, fires. He'll find the cutoff in Patrick Bird, but a run will score for Del Valle, and that'll give him a 3-2 lead here in the top of the 5th. And Coach A will come back out. And Bodie Martiak will come out of the dugout, which means Jason Martinez will come in, and Bradley Rodriguez's day will come to a close with 89 pitches thrown. Cannot fully close the book on him just yet. Still responsible for a couple. Well, Martinez came in relief on Tuesday night, recorded the save. Now he has an opportunity to close out this inning and potentially record the win. As well. No save opportunity for him here this time around. Jason Martinez going to get some time to make some throws here, just kind of get himself warmed back up. So Martiak will go out. He'll take Martinez's place out in center field. Al Bermejo stands ready. Jason Martinez comes in. He has 2 on, but he does have 2 outs behind him to work with. Now the 2 on are in scoring position. But the trick for Austin High and the fortunes to their advantage here a little bit, which is always kind of an adjustment period if you're, going up against in this situation where you're switching right now. Rodriguez came in. It's the same way it was on Tuesday night. Carter Hayden throws right-handed. You switch to the left-handed reliever. Same thing here tonight. Bradley Rodriguez throws right. Martinez comes in, throws left. And Bermejo stands in on the right-hand batter's box. Pitch on the way here for Martinez. And Jason Martinez drops that in for strike 1 to get it started. Fouls this one off. So 0-2 count, big opportunity here for Martinez to get Austin High out of Dodge with only the 1 run given up. This one. Bermejo chop, sends it foul. The 0-2 count. Pitch on the way here for Martinez upstairs. One, two. Martinez is off speed, drops it outside the zone. Just off the plate to the left-hand batter's box. See Martinez out there, just shakes off a couple, doesn't like him, as the 2-2 pitch fouled away. That sound you hear gets fouled back into this cage. and swing and a miss. Barrejo chops over the top of it, and Jason Martinez picks up strike number 3 to get you out of the inning. And the Maroons, they trail by 1. I'll have a chance to answer when we come back.
Hi, I'm Jenny Covert. Welcome to Covert Chevrolet in beautiful Bastrop, Texas, where small town values drive big time savings. At Covert Bastrop, we understand what matters to you most. A good deal, great service, and dealing with people you trust. What matters to you matters to us. Rooted in family values since 1909, the Coverts have been serving Central Texas for 6 generations. We want to be your car dealer. Let us prove it. Covert Chevrolet, Highway 71 in Bastrop. Together, let's drive. CovertBastrop.com.
Welcome back in. No pitching change just yet for Del Valle. Ronel Martinez only up to 49 pitches. He'll get over 50. Before the night is through and before this inning is through. Speaking of Jason Martinez,
Pitcher number 10, Jason Martinez.
you're back to the top of the order here for Austin High, and so Jason Martinez this pitch fits in. Strike 1 here from Martinez. That does put Ronel Martinez at pitch 50. A 1 count here for the 2 of them. Jason chops this run right back to Ronel, and that throw is over, and Martinez was jogging his way over to first. All of a sudden, Jason Martinez turns on the Jets, and he'll sit down at third. Wow. He had his head down jogging. Ronel Martinez overshot first base on the throw. And all of a sudden, Martinez hits another gear. And the air puts Jason Martinez in scoring position for Charlie Dice. Martinez 90 feet away already here. We're Dice to work with. It's a pass ball. Actually, Alvarado Flores was able to block that one. Thought it slipped through. 1-0 count. Choppa does come in. Courtesy run. And they left Martinez in. Dice with a base hit, and the Maroons answer. And all of a sudden, we're tied back up at 3. I'll bring Patrick Bird to the plate. Nobody out. 1 on. This pitch outside. Dice on the move. The throw's behind. Dice hops over the attempted tag and loses his feet as he crosses second base and then scrambles back for it. Let's go, 1-0 count here. Big spot for Patrick Bird. Does have a runner in scoring position. Bird with a base hit! And Charlie Dice is given a red light from Coach A, but all of a sudden the Maroons finding their rhythm from the batter's box. Brings Jimmy Bramble to the plate. Nobody out, runners at the corners. Doesn't look like there's any action going on in the Del Valle bullpen yet. That might change depending on how things go here. Bramble and Coach A call for time. Coach A waved his hand, finally had to yell at the umpire that he was calling time. Base hit scores would give Austin High back the lead. Really would be for the first time this evening that Austin High would lead. This pitch down low, Bird gets away with the steal. So 2 in scoring position here for Bramble. A nice job by Patrick Bird. Way to time it just right. And a great pitch to go on. So the 1-0 count. Pitch on the way. Bramble takes. Counts the outside edge of the plate. Strike 1. Well, the good news for Bramble and Austin High, nobody out. Does have Bodie Martiak on deck. Does have Luke Whalen coming in behind him. Pitch on the way. Bramble pulls this over to right field. That's caught. Everybody tags up. Dice on the move. Dice comes aboard. And Bird will come to a stop at third. So the sac fly from Jimmy Bramble scores 1. Austin High out in front for the first time here this evening. Brings Bodie Martiak to the plate. Bird 90 feet away. And Bodie Martiak pulls this one deep into left field. Patrick Bird will come aboard. Martiak. He'll come to a stop. It's a stand-up double and an RBI for Bodie Martiak. And the Maroons now lead by 2 with Luke Whalen coming to the plate. And we will see now our first meeting at the mound here for Del Valle. Ronel Martinez. His afternoon on the mound is through. In his place to close out is Zach Rodriguez. They'll turn to their reliever in the same way Austin High turned to theirs. We saw Rodriguez on Tuesday night off the mound. We saw Jason Martinez. So Ronel Martinez comes off. 59 pitches thrown, still responsible for Bodie Martiak with a big base hit double. Luke Whalen will be next up in the batter's box with only the 1 out. Does have Osby Contreras coming in behind him on deck, and then Ames Alejandro will be next up. So Whalen will take here from Zach Rodriguez. That'll go for ball 1. Again, Contreras on deck. Base hit from Whalen should score. Pitch on the way. This one tapped over to short. It will not. And the throw over to first. Aiden Natal couldn't hold on to it. So runners again at the corners here for Austin High.
Up next with Maroon, catcher number 21, Osby Cortez.
And that brings Contreras to the plate here. Still only the one out. Wind up pitch in there. It's a late breaker, too, for a moment. It looked like it was online for Contreras. 1-0 count. A step off throwback, fake throwback, a little pump fake there. Rodriguez stepped off towards third, tried to flip back around, see if he could catch Whalen. This pitch from Rodriguez down the way, 2-0 count here. Contreras gets ahead. This pitch from Rodriguez, that's outside, ball 3. Throw back to first. It's a little bit low. Natal had to duck down for it. Didn't matter. Whalen gets back to the bag in time. 3-0 count. Rodriguez pitched upstairs. That's ball 4. It'll load the bases. For Ames Alejandro. And you'll have a courtesy runner come in for Contreras, Landon Shipper.
Courtesy runner for Maroon, number 23, Landon Shipper. Batting for Maroon, second baseman number 9, Ames Alejandro.
Pitch on the way here from Rodriguez. This off the plate in the dirt. 1-0. They try to make the throw back over to third. And Ames Alejandro takes a big swing there. Whiffs at it, so 1-1 count. Only the one out. Zach Rodriguez delivers again. This inside. Dropped here by Alvarado Flores. 2-1 now the count. Wind up from Rodriguez. Big cut there by Alejandro. Rodriguez got him to go chasing there, so 2-2 count. Bases loaded, only the one out. This pitch down away into the left-hand batter's box. Full count here. It's a crucial pitch. More so for Del Valle than it is for Austin High. A ball here would be a ball 4. And that's what it is. And the Maroons score another because of it. Brings up Zach Huff as Bodie Martiak will score on the ball 4 walk. So Austin High Huff takes here for strike one. Pitch on the way here from Rodriguez. That is way outside, so far behind Huff. It's a wide miss there by Zach Rodriguez for ball one. He's only up to 15 pitches. Rodriguez fires. Huff chops this right back up the middle. He'll flip it over to second. Throw to first is in time, and that'll retire the side. But the Maroons, they'll score 4 in the bottom of the inning. 6-3 lead over Del Valle heading into the top of the 6th when we come back here on the Vibe Live Network.
Nance Orthodontics is committed to providing the highest quality orthodontics for the Austin community. Dr. Nance is a board-certified orthodontist and offers Invisalign and braces to create beautiful smiles. Our friendly team is passionate about creating beautiful, life-changing smiles for all ages. With the latest technological advances, patient comfort and happiness are our highest priority. Give us a call for your complimentary consultation today.
Almost every day, banking touches some aspect of your life, from growing your business, saving for retirement, or planning for future generations of your family. That's why it's so important to pick the right financial partner. The good folks at Plains Capital Bank have deep roots in Austin, serving Central Texas owned and operated businesses for over 20 years, from commercial real estate to managing your wealth. You can find them at plainscapital.com or call them at 457-7500. And when you talk to them, be sure to tell you that my friend Paul said hello, member FDIC.
Welcome back in. It's the second time I've done that. It's hard, not to do that, but left myself a little muted for that half inning. That's okay. Hey, the important thing is Maroons, Jason Martinez got himself into a jam, base loaded, gets himself out of it. Right? Turns around, works himself out of the jam, has a little help. Bodie Martiak comes up into shallow center, does a great job, and then Bramble fields one himself. Either way, 6-3 Maroons lead. Turn things over, bottom of the sixth. And we're back to the top of the Maroon lineup. So you still get to see Jason Martinez a little bit here. Barring another big inning from the Maroons, should be Martinez's last time at the plate. Pitch on the way here from Rodriguez. Goes for ball. 1-0 count. We'll have a meeting here behind the plate, so Martinez will take advantage of it, and him and Dice will go over and convene with Coach A for a little bit, as the two umpires will discuss everything. So 1-0 count. Pitch on the way from Rodriguez outside. Goes for ball 2. Pitch on the way. Fouled off. So 2-1 count. Martinez pitch inside this time. So Rodriguez really kind of attacked outside, comes back low, comes back inside now. Gets Martinez ahead 3-1 on the count. Here's Rodriguez. Martinez pulls that one. Oh, goes a base hit single for Jason Martinez. 10 hits by the Maroons here this evening. And that's how Charlie Dice will come up to the plate.
Charles Dice. Courtesy rider for the Maroons, 24, Ryan English.
So Dice takes this downstairs. Ball 1 was below the knees. Bird on deck. Pitch on the way. Charlie Dice pops this one up. And Alvarado Flores will sell underneath it from behind the plate.
Up next for the Maroons, shortstop number 6, Patrick Bird.
Brings Bird now to the plate with 1 out, 1 on, Bramble on deck. And Bird gets a barrel of the bat just underneath, pops it. back up and over the stands. The 0-1 count. Pitch on the way from Rodriguez. Bird got underneath that one, pops it over to the Dripping Springs Tigers sitting over in the stands on their dugout side. The 0-2 count here for Bird. I'll call time. Steps away from the plate. Bird chops this back to the mound. Throw to first is in time.
Up next for Maroons, first baseman number 1, Jimmy Bramble.
Puts Bramble in at the plate. Bryce English comes in as the courtesy runner, and Bramble has to shimmy out of the way of that one. The umpire checking with them. A 1-0 count. Swing and a miss there from Jimmy Bramble. Bramble calls time. Two one pitch on the way outside. Ball 3 here. So English courtesy running in, by the way, for Martinez out there at second. Bramble here at the plate ahead of the count. Rodriguez will step off. Three-one count, pitch on the way, and Jimmy Bramble pulls this into the gap between shortstop and third base, and that'll put runners at the corners here for Austin High.
Up next for Maroons, center fielder number 7, Bodie Martiak.
Two away, 2 on, one of which is in scoring position, and that's how Bodie Martiak will step to the plate. And they're going to have a courtesy runner come in here for Bramble.
Pitch riding for the Maroons, 15, Austin Biscaglia.
So Austin Biscaglio will be Bramble's courtesy runner. Rodriguez steps off. It's kind of unique, this way he handles his first and thirds. Kicks off going towards third, then flips back to first. One 0 count here for Martiak. Rodriguez fires. That's inside and low, below the knees for ball 2. So 2-0 count. Martiak kind of talking with the umpire, kind of pushing in. Pitch on the way from Rodriguez. Martiak pulls this back over to third. It is dropped, and that is a base hit, and the Maroons add on another.
Now back to the Maroons, right fielder, number 3, Luke Whalen.
Brings Luke Whalen to the plate. One-0 count here for Whalen. He's got 2 on, 1 in scoring position. Whalen pulls this into the gap. Shortstop, it gets by him. And another error. So Martiak gets the wave. And Luke Whalen helps to drive in 2. And now another error. Gets Luke Whalen down the line to third. Well, Whalen will get on with a base hit, and then
Now back to Maroons, catcher number 21,
couple errors there. Create some monstrous confusion. And Austin High now leads 8-3. And Sosby Contreras pulls way out there, and it'll drift into foul territory. If it stays fair, it would have been back to the wall. Would have had a chance. Here's Contreras. Standing in on the 1-1 count. Pitch on the way from Zach Rodriguez. And that was inside. Contreras didn't even flinch, but he certainly felt the breeze off it. 2-1. And it's down in the dirt. Three-one count. Wind up, pitch, Contreras waves at that one. So 3-2 the count here, full count. Rodriguez, pitch on the way. This one down in the dirt, ball 4. I'll put runners at the corners here and bring Ames Alejandro back to the plate. Shipper will come in. He'll courtesy run in for Contreras. It's in there, gets by. Whalen will score. And Shipper will advance over to second on the, we'll call that wild pitch. Give him the placement, 1-0. Alejandro pops this up, and that'll be into shallow right. And that's out number 3 to retire the side. Leaves one stranded, but the Maroons score 3. And unless Del Valle can find a way to pick up 6 with their remaining 3 outs, Austin High might just be able to break out the brooms when we come back.
Maroon Baseball is supported by Austin's oldest independently run pharmacy, Terrytown Pharmacy. Founded in 1941, Terrytown Pharmacy has been family owned and operated since 1950, and the Newberry family is loyal forever. Visit Terrytown for great customer service, incredible gifts, and necessities. If you haven't transferred your prescriptions yet, give them a call. Thank you, Terrytown Pharmacy, for your consistent annual support of Maroon Athletics. Terrytown Pharmacy, online at terrytownpharmacy.com.
Huh. Guess I'll call radio.
Hey, come back here. I got this.
I just didn't feel appreciated. I was leaking for days and they never helped.
Here, this will help.
Your toilet shouldn't run. But if it does, call Radiant.
Welcome back in here on the Vibe Live Network. David Roy here in the broadcast booth as we get you set up here for the top of the seventh. And unless Del Valle can score 6, this should do it. Taking a look at the numbers, it was a close game through the first 2 frames, tied up at 2. Del Valle jumps out to a 1-run lead, top of the 5th. Since then, it's been all Maroons. Austin High has gone on a 7-run scoring session through the bottom of the 5th and the 6th. And we'll see what Del Valle can do. Here in the top of the 7th.
Batting for Del Valle, number 11, working out all athletics.
Brings up the catcher Alvarado Flores. With Jason Martinez looking to close out the night. Martinez currently trending towards picking up the win. He had the save earlier this week. And get the win here tonight. Of course, Alvarado Flores with a base hit to get things going for Del Valle. And they'll put one on with nobody out.
Now batting for Del Valle, number 8, Ronald Martinez.
I'll have a courtesy runner out there at first.
Runner for Del Valle.
That'll be Micah Campos, who comes in for Alvarado Flores out there at first base, the courtesy runner for the Cardinals. And Jason Martinez on the windup. Missed the zone there, 1-0 count. Martinez delivers, and Ronel Martinez will get a piece of it. Comes underneath, 1-1 the count. So for Austin High, currently trending towards starting district play 2-0. Ahead of their series next week against Dripping Springs. It would start game next week Monday night, followed by a game Tuesday night. So game 1 of that 2-game series will be played here at Burger Field next week. Then game 2 on Tuesday be out at Dripping Springs. .7:30 first pitch Monday night, 7 o'clock first pitch Tuesday night. Of course, we'll have the schedule and everything for you next week. Have to update ours on our end, our graphic for it that we have. Didn't get a chance to do that coming into tonight. As Ronald Martinez will lift this one, Bodie Martiak ranges over, and that's one away. With one on for Del Valle, and Austin High is one out closer to pulling in their second district win on the season and claiming their first series on the season outright. So Martinez missed wide here, ball 1. Comes back on the 1-0. That one, I thought he got it to drop in, unless it seemed it sat too far outside, but that's ball 2. Pitch on the way here for Martinez. That one does drop in for Bermejo's strike. The 2-1 pitch down in the dirt. It'll skip its way across here for Osby Contreras. And swing and a miss from Bermejo. Full count. Big strike here for Martinez. Granted, he's got quite a bit of cushion. Pitch on the way, outside, ball 4. So I'll put 2 on. Brings up Hernandez.
Now back to Del Valle, designated hitter at 23, Javier Hernandez.
That was pitch number 40, this 41, and that 41st pitch of Jason Martinez swung on, goes for strike 1 here for Hernandez, excuse me. That's pitch high. Contreras' throw is in time. And there's out number 2. Osby Contreras with a heads up. The throw was high from Martinez with a ball. They tried to steal him. Osby Contreras with a connection to Zach Huff to record out number 2. It's a nice job by Contreras. Sees it. Able to get it out of the glove and rip it down the line. And now Hernandez is there, is Del Valle's last out, and he is down to his last strike. Here's Martinez. That 1-2 pitch gets fouled away. Martinez fires there, strike 3 in the payoff, and that'll do it. And the Maroons
10, Del Valle Cardinals 3.
come up with a win. Austin High will close it out. Well, the Maroons win by 7. Here in front of the home fans, they get their job done against Del Valle. And Austin High can break out the brooms. They have swept the Del Valle Cardinals. Second time they've done that in the last 3 seasons in Austin High. Comes up with a massive, massive win. And so that'll do it. They really exploded in the bottom of the 5th inning after Austin High had to tie it up after a sluggish start. But they did their part, and they leap out and they jump out pretty quick, and they just burst onto the scene, and Austin High takes care of business. Final score in this one, 10-3. So the Maroons on the backs of Bradley Rodriguez had a really good start to it. And then, of course, Jason Martinez comes in to close it out. Martinez will get credited with the win. And Rodriguez ends up credited with the start. But Jason Martinez, your winning pitcher, and Austin High improves to 2-0 on district. That sets a stage. That sets a really big stage going into next week. They'll take on Dripping Springs on Monday night, right back here on Burger Field. That'll be a 7:30 first pitch, and then you turn around and you'll face Dripping Springs Tuesday at 7 out at Dripping Springs. So that'll do it for us. Aikens and Dripping Springs coming up. You can go to VipeLive.com and tune in as Dripping Springs and Aikens set to close out their series. While the Jones will be on the call for that one. They'll be, again, on the VipeLive.com. That'll wrap it up, though, for us. You've been watching the Vipe Live Network. Sign off here from Burger Field. Austin High sweeps Del Valle 10-3, the final in this one. And overall in the series, Austin High wins by a margin of 13-3. 10 combined errors. But Austin High has the number that matters more. And that's that final run scored and the win. So that'll do it for us. On behalf of all of us and our entire broadcast crew, Skyler Gillespie, our director of broadcasting, Mayor Beartrain, I'm David Roy, signing off. You've been watching the Vipe Live Network. We'll see you back here Monday night, 7:30, when the Maroons take on the